Hi, I'm DJ Ware. On this episode of the Cyber Gizmo, I have a unit I want to review, and that is the Kamrui. This is the Hyper H2 mini PC. I received this unit free of charge in exchange for a review. Well, let's take a look at it. You can notice from the picture on the front that it comes in white. There are cooling fins that are on the top. Intake is from the bottom of the unit. So the Kamrui has a number of features, but let's talk about what it is first, and let's unbox and see what actually is in what you receive with it. So I have a review unit here today to take a look at. This is the Hyper series. This is the H2 from Kamrui. It's a mini PC, and let's take a look and see what it actually comes with. The first thing it comes with is a HDMI cable. It comes with a VESA mount, so you can mount it to the back of a monitor. And it comes with mounting screws so that you can attach the VESA mount to the back of your monitor. It also comes with a power supply, this is a 19 volt, 2 amp power supply. It's very compact and comes with the cord on one side to plug it into the power jack. I've had this out. Obviously, I've been using it. This is the power cord that comes with it. So it's probably about 6 feet, I'm guessing, or so. Yeah. So it gives you some distance from the plug, and then there's this, which is the paperwork or the user manual that'll help you get started in setting it up. The unit itself. Let me put it around this way. So it's in kind of a silver white. You can see that it has some cooling fins here, intake here, and it's on all three sides. You'll see the intake. And then, of course, the front doesn't have any. On the front of the unit, you'll see this is a USB-C. This is also used for your display ports, so you can put up to like 3 monitors on this. Then you have 2 USB-As. These are USB 3.2 generation 2. And then, of course, you have a 3.5 millimeter audio jack, and then the power button. On the back, the first thing is this right here. This is a switch with a locking screw that allows you to pop open this lid. And then you have, starting on that side, you have an HDMI port, and that's HDMI 2.0. This is a display port, a 1 gigabyte Ethernet port, 4 USB-A, they're 3.2 Gen 1, and then on the bottom, of course, is the power jack. On that side is the Kensington lock port. So all in all, it's a very compact unit. What are the specs of the unit? What does it actually allow us to do? So the first thing is this is a Intel Core i5. This is the 14450HX. That makes it a 14th generation Intel. So that would be Intel 7 as far as the die size, making it 10 nanometer. This is 4.8 gigahertz, and that is its max boost clock. It has 10 cores and 16 threads, and a TDP of 55 watts run normally. Now you can push that a bit up, but typical workloads, that's about your power draw. There's a Intel UHD graphics element that's on board, the CPU. That is a 1.5 gigahertz 16 unit graphics, and also it provides 4K at 60 frames per second. This particular graphics is able to support up to 3 devices, so 3 screens. You won't find this setting any speed records if you have experience with Intel's UHD okay for desktop use, but not so okay for gaming. What about the ports? So on the device, we have on the front, we have a USB-C, which is a USB 3.2 Gen 2 port. There are two USB 3.2 Gen 2 ports and a 3.5 millimeter audio jack and a power button. On the back, as you can see, there is an HDMI 2.0 port. There's a DC barrel connector, and then there is a display port, which is 1.4. There's a RJ45, which is a 1 gigabit per second Ethernet, and then there are four USB 3.2 Gen 1 ports on the back. There's also a screw which locks down the lid, and then a switch which allows you to open it. You'll still need a screwdriver to open the rest of it. It supports Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.2. As far as expansion is concerned, once you lift the lid, you'll find two M.2 SSD ports. There are two slots there for memory, so it's a dual slot DDR4 SODIMM. As memory is concerned, 32 gigabyte is in this unit that I have. It does support up to 64 gig. Storage up to 2 terabyte, and it comes preloaded with Windows 11 Pro and some other things that it has. So you can plug in the HDMI, the display port, and the USB-C port on the front. It does not have Thunderbolt support. I want to talk a little bit about Linux and Windows performance. So Windows first, Geekbench had 2575 and 11,143. We had 114.9 or 368 on Heaven. And then for the superposition at 720p, we scored 3347 on Windows. Next up will be Fedora 43, and we'll do the same tests. We had 2713 Geekbench and 11,398. We had a 318 score and 12.6 frames per second on Heaven. Superposition, again, 720p here as well. None of these would run at 1080. We scored a 3273. And then we'll move over to OpenSUSE Aeon. Geekbench 2235 single and 11246 multi-core. Heaven scored, just wait for it to come around, 311 and 12.4 frames per second. This is at 1080p. Superposition, again, 720p. We scored 3261. As far as the Phoronix test suite, we tested a number of things here. Debian, Fedora, all of those. So yeah, the Hyper H2, of course, is competing against a 1240p, 12 gen. Yeah, it's just killing it. And the same with the first place finishes. There was some places where it didn't hit first, but it wasn't very far away. And then no last place finishes for it, for the H2. So my final thoughts is the machine performs very well. And if we score out everything, I think you'll see Fedora did the best here, just edging out Windows 11 Pro overall. I think that it makes a good either a media server, so if you want to plug it into the back of your television, put Jellyfin or something like that on there, and play your media content from there. It's a great box for that. I think that it's also a good box to use as a desktop replacement. It's not going to be something that you can use for gaming, though. It just doesn't have the options to support that style of GPU. But I think if you're doing light duty tasks, web or light development, I think it'll be fine for that. It does come with with sufficient memory to do most things on Linux, and it comes with Windows 11 Pro. So you could run Linux side by side with Windows if you're contemplating making the move to Linux, or if you're a Linux user already, you can simply replace what's there with it. I tested a number of Linux distros with it, had no issues except for CachyOS, and that had to do with pure boot support with the machine. So all in all, I think for the price, and we'll look at that in a minute, for the price of the unit, I think it's a great starting box, and it's a great machine that you can use for years. Anyway, that's some of my thoughts on it. I don't think you could put this together yourself for that kind of a price, and I think, I'll have a discount code for you in the description below. And thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed the video. As far as, the performance and all that, it's fine. It does quite well. It's going to be replacing my 1240p. That's no question about that. Hope to see you again in the next video. Bye for now.